Hello everybody, welcome to my channel today. So this is long overdue. I see now how many products are sitting here, so I really should probably do these a little bit more frequently. So what I'm doing today is I am following up with you guys on hauls. So I've been doing, this is mostly stuff from the Sephora VIB from last fall. I did a lot of shopping over the holidays with sales and things like that. So it's a combination of FabFitFun boxes, Sephora hauls, Marshall's hauls, and a little bit of Beautylish stuff as well. I do a lot of my hauls with you guys, but sometimes I pick up things just here and there, little one-offs, and I put those on Instagram. So if you haven't been following me on Instagram, I have been posting a little bit more frequently. I'm not great at it, but I do post a lot of my little bits of hauls here and there. So as a combination, they're on YouTube and on there. So anyway, I thought I would do a follow-up on those products because if they don't make it to favorites and they don't make it to fails, you guys kind of don't hear about them until they end up in my empties. So some of the things have been returned, so I'm going to start off with those because they're actually not here and I have a little list. So I'm going to quickly go over those. So I'm going to try and get through this as quick as possible because I've got a lot of stuff. So first of all is I put on Instagram from Marshall's, I got a Sisley mask and an Eve Lom mask, and I was super excited about them, but they were incredibly expensive even at Marshall's, and I just couldn't find enough reviews and things on them, so I did end up returning those because they were really pricey and I just didn't know enough about them. So anyways, those went back. From my latest Sephora haul, my spring VIB, I bought the Huda, I think it's called NYMPH, and it is a body luminizer, and I told you guys I hadn't seen any reviews yet on it or YouTube videos, and I wanted to check those out first before I opened it and tried it, and unfortunately, after watching some of those reviews, it's just not the look I'm going for. A lot of the people, in fact, every single person I watched that talked about it said it was like the Tin Man, and that is not a look I'm going for. I think it would be lovely for, you know, maybe special occasions, New Year's, or if you're a person that performs, it would look beautiful on stage, but I think for everyday living, it was a little over the top for me, so that did go back as well. And I also got something from Paula's Choice. It was in one of my FabFitFun boxes, and it was a BHA exfoliator toner. Really didn't care for it. It kind of had like a greasy consistency, so I much prefer my Neostrata Glycolic toner, so I'm sticking with that. Let me check my lips. I always get lipstick on my teeth, and my lips are pretty glossy today. So another thing from FabFitFun, which was a bit of a disappointment, it is the Oribe dry shampoo. There's nothing wrong with it. It just isn't heavy duty enough. I like a really heavy powder and also to give me a lot of volume. This is a very light dry shampoo, so I didn't really care for it. Some of these things I'm in the process of decluttering, so this is one of them. I'm just sticking with kind of going through the graveyard of my products and things that I'm not totally in love with. I'm just going to declutter because they're taking up so much space, and I will just focus on products I really enjoy. This also is in that category. This is from The Ordinary, and it is the glycolic acid. I think I've given it enough of a try to know I definitely don't care for it. It's just not potent enough. I'd much prefer my Neostrata one that I've been using for years. And another glycolic product is this Badescu. I love the Neostrata gel cleanser, but they keep discontinuing it and reformulating it, and currently they don't have one. So I bought this Badescu one. I really don't care for it. The smell, it just smells like dish soap. I really don't like it. So I am going to be decluttering that one as well. This is from Living Proof. I got this, I think it was a weekly wow maybe, or on the sale page from Sephora. It's from Living Proof. It's called the Timeless Plumping Mousse. Didn't work at all. I like a lot of volume. I put mousse in my roots when I'm blow drying, and this one did not perform, so I will be decluttering this. My favorite at this time is definitely the Bumble and Bumble thickening, so I think I'm just going to invest in something I really like. And on that same note, I also picked up from Marshall's this one from Kerastase, also very expensive, and it just did nothing. My hair had zero volume, so definitely not enjoying that. Another hair product I told you guys I would mention at a later date, and that is this Christophe Robin, and it is a purple hair mask. It's called Baby Blonde. I got this in the fall VIB sale. Really don't care for it. It is so expensive. I don't find it gets rid of the brassiness very well. I don't like pot products for the shower. I just find they're very messy and you use too much and then you get water in them. Anyway, it's just, I just do not care for that type of a product. And this one definitely don't really care for. My hair doesn't have a lot of manageability after I use it. I think I will go back to my Unite products. I much prefer those, although I did see a Kerastase one just come up on Sephora, so I'm kind of tempted by that. But yeah, really didn't care for this and definitely wouldn't buy that or recommend it. Also, along the hair product, this one I also got from Marshall's. It is the Caviar Alterna. One is the moisture and one is volume. Really didn't care for these products either. I don't really like the smell of Alterna products. It's just not my thing. And I didn't find my hair was anything. It was just kind of meh. So I'm glad I just got those at Marshall's because I would have been really mad if I paid a lot of money. And then this one is from Living Proof. It is the Body Building Spray. This does give a lot of volume to your hair. I really, really like that. I just don't care for the smell. And I find it's a very hard product. So my hair does feel a little bit crunchy around the roots. I find I like something a little bit more gentle as far as that goes, so that I'm not, it's just not hard in my hair. It does brush out nice and easily, but just all those put together, I'm just not over the top about it. So I think I'm going to declutter that. On to a Beautylish haul. I got this Wayne Goss brush set. I do really, really like it. I'm glad I bought it because I don't really have very many expensive brushes. I buy a lot from Winners and things like that, and I really enjoy them. But I do like Sigma, and I like the It Cosmetics brushes. These ones are really, really nice. They're not amazing. I reach for the eye brushes first. Those are the ones I always gravitate when I first wash my brushes. But as far as the face brushes, I go for other things as soon as they get washed, and these are kind of eh. But I'm glad I got some nice brushes, and they are synthetic, so I'm super excited about that, but I'm not in awe, let's just put it that way. Also, speaking of Beautylish, I did get a Beautylish Lucky Bag, and in there I got a Natasha Denona Camel palette, which I already owned. So I went on Sephora. They had this like trade page on there where people could trade items from their Beautylish bags. So I traded my Camel palette for the Anastasia Norvina. I just thought I really like Anastasia palettes, and I already have a duplicate of that one, so I might as well just get something I don't own. And as you can see, it's still in the box. So I think I have way too many eye palettes at the moment, and I've just been absolutely obsessing with my Charlotte Tilbury ones. I got the Stars in Your Eyes at Christmas, and I got the Icon palette, and I'm just so in love with those two palettes that's mostly what I've been using. And then this month I got the Biba, and I'm absolutely enthralled with that as well. So this Norvina is still sitting on the back seat. Also from that Beautylish bag, I got another Wayne Goss brush. Also really enjoy it. This one is the Natural Hairs. Really like it, but again, I don't reach for this one first when they first all get washed. So I think that kind of says something. Another set that I got at a FabFitFun box, which by the way, I have canceled. I find a lot of this stuff I could buy myself at Sephora, and a lot of the things I just end up decluttering. So I actually got tempted to even buy the summer one again. They sent me an email and like, are you sure you still want to cancel? And anyway, I'm not buying it. But what I got in there was a Kopari gift set. So there was also a lip balm and I think one other product. Really don't care for this Kopari stuff. This here is a coconut melt. It is literally coconut oil from my kitchen, and this stuff is pretty expensive. It came as a little set of things. This has big hard chunks in it. It doesn't blend nicely, and it's just pure glitter. I just don't really care for them. The only thing I really like is the lip balm, but I'm allergic to it. So the Kopari stuff is a bit of a thumbs down for me. It smells beautiful, but I don't think it's worth all the money. So 2 items that I got on the, I can't remember if it was a weekly wow or the sale page at Sephora, was from Shu Amura, and I see they're on the sale page again right now. One is the Cushion Foundation and one is the Light Bulb Foundation. They're both really, really nice. They're not amazing. I love the compact of this. It's really, really beautiful, really luxe. I don't reach for this very much. I have so many foundations and I just never reach for these 2. So they're okay. They're not terrible products, but I just have much better. So those are kind of Another thing that I got from the Beautylish bag, was this Good Molecules. It is the Wake Up Eye Serum. Really didn't care for it. I find anything that is like, not a caffeine product, but something that is supposed to reduce puffiness and all that does not work for me. It makes my under eyes kind of dry and tight, and that's the last thing I want. I want plumping and fullness and all that kind of stuff. So those were for me as well. The other thing is mascaras. So I got a sample of the Pat McGrath. This one is called Fetish Eyes. It was pretty good. I didn't get a lot of volume. I like lots and lots of volume, but my biggest complaint is always transfer. I have very oily eyelids, so I always end up with mascara at the top of my eyes. The only one really that doesn't do that is the It Cosmetics Superhero. However, that one doesn't play nicely in hot weather. So I'm always looking for a good mascara that doesn't transfer, that also gives a lot of volume. This one was pretty good, but I just didn't care for this brush. It was like a big, huge caterpillar. And like I said, it just didn't give a whole lot of volume. So I definitely wouldn't repurchase that. It wasn't horrible, but it just didn't tick the boxes. This one also, I was so excited to try. It is the Hourglass Caution Mascara. Did not care for this at all. It transferred, wasn't thickening. I hated the brush. It's like a tiny point at the bottom. It just was not a nice mascara, so I did not care for that at all. This was a Marshall's haul, and it is the Algenist neck cream. I don't think I've ever used a neck cream, not that I can remember anyways, but I noticed this right here is slowly showing my age, and I really think I need to address it quickly. I know it's too late to reverse damage, but I think it doesn't hurt to try and prevent for future. So I have been using this for over a month. I don't know if I've noticed any difference, but I think it's really important to use a neck cream, especially for me, because I am noticing that is where I'm showing a lot of signs of age. So I've been using that, I've been enjoying it, and I think I will continue to use some sort of neck cream. I don't know if that one's the best. I don't know. So something from Elate I got at I went to an event in December, and I bought this foundation. It's called Fresh Tint. It's just kind of like a tinted moisture. It's very sheer and light, which I've been gravitating towards lately. I just want a light coverage, which is also why I haven't really been wearing those Shu Amura ones, because I just want something really, really light and sheer. So I bought this foundation, and I also bought the mineral powder to go on top, and I really, really enjoy both of these. This one, however, smells. It's a horrible, horrible smell, like almost like a rancid smell. But it smelled like that the first day I bought it, so it's not like it's gone bad. I have noticed now that Elate has reformulated this, and it has a new name, I believe. So I think maybe that was an issue, was this weird odor. So I think they've probably addressed that. But I do love that foundation and the powder as a combo. It's really, really lovely. So another eye product, an eye product that I got quite a long time ago, and you guys had asked me what my thoughts were, and it is this Color Science Total Eye product. It's this really neat applicator tip, and it's actually a corrector. I wasn't wowed with it when I first got it, and it was very difficult to find in Canada. I think I had to order it from a US website and pay duty and exchange and all that kind of stuff. But what I have been doing, so since I went to Australia, I think in February, I started using it as under eye concealer, and that's it. That's all I've used under my eyes. I've noticed because I have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles under my eyes when I use concealers, it just gets really thick and cakey, and I just can't avoid it. So now I'm just using this, and it's just a sheer, very, very light coverage. So if you have very dark circles, I don't think you'd be too happy with it, but I think I just have kind of faint ones, and I love that it has a sunscreen in it. So I have really been enjoying this, and I actually ordered a replacement. So I do really like that. It's taken me a while to figure out whether I like it or not, and I do. This I told you guys about a little while ago. It is from Sol de Janeiro, and it is the Coco Cabana body spray. I tried the body lotion, didn't really care for it. It was a gel type of formula, and I didn't find it moisturizing enough. But I love this body spray. The Sol de Janeiro products, they have such long lasting scents. Even if you use their creams, they last the whole day. You don't even need a fragrance that day. And this is no exception. Now, it is a love-hate for a lot of people with this scent. I personally think it smells like Cozy Shack rice pudding. Some people say it smells like the Jelly Belly popcorn flavor, which I also agree with. I personally love this scent, but if you don't care for those types of scents, you probably wouldn't enjoy it, but I personally love it, and the product is fantastic as far as long-lasting body mist scent. This is from SK2. I bought this with my $100 Sephora gift card thing. I still not 100% sure how I feel about it, even though I have used quite a bit and I have used a lot of sample sizes. I do believe it does help hydrate your skin. I have missed a few days by mistake. I missed out of my beauty routine, and I did notice a little bit more tightness to my skin. So I do think it does help with hydration. So I have oily skin, but I'm also dehydrated, so I have to be very careful with that. And I have been enjoying it, so I'll continue using it, and we'll see how it goes. But it has been quite a few months. So this is a product from Skin Medica. I got this from my dermatologist's office, and it is intended to be mixed with your prescription Retin A product at night. So I have normally been using a product by Aubergy. It's called Blender. It comes with hydroquinone and without, and I kind of been alternating back and forth with both. Now I just, on a whim, thought, I ran out of it. Maybe I'll try something new. So they recommended this when I was at the dermatologist. I'm not wowed by it. I definitely would never repurchase this again. It was expensive. I much prefer my Aubergy products, and I'm just going to quickly touch on that. I have used Aubergy products since about 2008. I had very sun-damaged skin as well as acne. I still have acne. It got rid of all my sun damage, and at the time, my acne got under control. Now, I kind of ran out of, I think, the last of it probably about 6 months ago, and I've been dabbling all different products. And coincidentally, I've also been getting a lot of cysts. If you're new to my channel, I have one right here. I have had this for almost a month. I've gone to the dermatologist twice now to have it injected, and I still have it. It is driving me bananas. This isn't the first time. I seem to be getting them probably once every 2 months. Then they clear up, or I have them injected, and I keep getting them. So I kind of I eliminated dairy, and I still get them. So I kind of was thinking to myself, what is a common denominator? Is there something I've been eating, something I haven't been eating, something I've been doing, new products, whatever? And I kind of thinking it might be because I stopped using Aubergy. I don't know. So I have ordered one Aubergy product. Again, it's called Exfoderm, and it's basically a chemical exfoliant that you use every day. And I've used that for years and years and years, like I said, but I stopped using it about a year ago, I think. Well, not a year ago, about 8 months ago, I think I ran out. And instead I've been using Good Genes from Sunday Riley. And I just happened to buy a Big Daddy one of those and split it with my mom. But I actually have given that to my mom now, the whole bottle. And I've ordered this Aubergy one in hopes that that is going to help me clear up my skin, because this is just nuts. And last but not least, if it's not that, it could be perimenopause. Not sure. But nobody seems to know. I've spoken to a dermatologist and he doesn't have any answers either. So anyway, back to the products. So 2 other things are Bobbi Brown. One is a day eye cream. It's called the Hydrating Eye Cream. And this one is the one I use at night. And it is called the Eye Repair. Love them. Absolutely love both of them. I got these at Christmas time. There was a big sale thing on Bobbi Brown. And this one I use in the day. I used to use the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye, which I loved. And this has taken over. Absolutely love it. This one here has taken over for my Shiseido. I used to use the Wrinkle Benefiance 24-hour wrinkle something like that. I'll insert the name, but this is taken over from that. Yeah, I've dropped it a couple times on my tile floor, but luckily the glass part didn't break. Absolutely loving this. I have been wearing it over top of this Shiseido eye serum. This, I think I have maybe 1 or 2 pumps left. I'm going to try and go without buying this because it's pretty pricey, and then when you add the 2 together it gets very pricey. So I'm going to see how I go without using this, although I think I have a couple samples. But anyway, I'm just going to try and stick with this one. I really, really like it. I don't wake up with all that puckering underneath my eyes. They feel plump and hydrated. This is from Marc Jacobs. It is a eyelid primer. I got this also from Marshalls. I was super excited about it. I have so many problems with my eyelids creasing. I, at the moment, don't have anything I can say that doesn't crease my eyelids. If I do use a primer like this one, and then I use the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores, it has to be that powder, it tends to help, but there's still nothing foolproof. And this, you know, I thought it was kind of working, but I still get creased eyelids. I don't know what it is. I'm just so oily. I've tried so many. Some of you recommended Wet n Wild. Didn't work for me. I've used Milani. Urban Decay isn't even working for me anymore. So I think I'm getting greasier as I get older. I don't know. And then this one I have told you guys, I think in one of my videos just lately, and that is the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm palette. This is going back. I'm so disappointed. There's just no pigment. I think I have a dud. In particular, it's the bronzer that has no pigment for me. I showed you guys with my white Wayne Goss brushes. Well, there, I guess because I scrubbed hard enough. It seems to be coming up on my hand, but I just scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed with a white brush and just nothing was coming up. And then when I used either these 2 blushes, the color wasn't coming up. It was just gold. So I wasn't getting any pink on my cheeks. It was just more gold, more gold, more gold, more gold, and it looked awful. So unfortunately, this was a big fail for me. I know it's from a recent haul, but I just thought I'd quickly show you guys because I know a lot of you were asking about it, and in case you didn't see the video where I said I didn't like it. And last but not least, these are 2 Hourglass lip glosses that I mentioned in a haul, that just from the latest VIB haul. Really, really like them. They're really beautiful. I got just a peachy sheer nude, and this one I'm actually wearing right now on top of Pat McGrath La Beija. It just gives a nice little bit of shimmer and sparkle. I love the formula. I love everything. I love the packaging, but I still prefer my Charlotte Tilbury Latex Love. I like a really opaque lip gloss, and these are very sheer. They're really nice to put on top like I'm wearing right now, but on their own, there's just not enough pigment for me. But they are really lovely. I can't say anything negative. They're just not my ideal pick. So anyway, that concludes all my hauls from pretty much last fall and kind of Christmassy time. I know I'm really late to posting this. I'm going to try and keep more up to date with things. If I'm missing something that you guys had seen before and you wondered what I thought about it, there is a chance I just haven't used it yet, or who knows. But anyway, that concludes this video, and as I said, I will do this a little bit more frequently so it's not so big. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye!